Battlegroundz is a whole gaming center, so we offer the whole gamut of gaming from tabletop games, which include adventure, role-playing, card games, dice. We set ourselves apart in that we added PC gaming. Well, we're the only store in the Antelope Valley that currently offers full-time PC gaming. And what that entails is a high-end gaming PC rig that you rent a number of hours, anywhere from an hour to, some people have basically unlimited accounts where they come in and spend 220 hours a month playing a game and competing. We actually have probably 50 to 100 titles that are available to play that we have available on our systems. But basically any game that we have available can be played, and any game that's free, there's thousands and thousands of games that can be downloaded free. Obviously, the top titles like PlayerUnknown Battlegroundz, Fortnite, League of Legends. We are actually a League of Legends unlock center. So if somebody comes in here, they're a competitive League of Legends player, they can come into here, and even if they're not competitive, they can come in and all of the skins are unlocked, and you actually gain additional League of Legends points when you play here than what you would at home. So there's benefits beyond just staying at home to coming into the LAN center. So League of Legends, World of Warcraft Arena, which is becoming a really popular game. We have players that come in and they literally don't get involved in the whole competitive gaming. They just casually play Diablo. So we have a number of Diablo installs and they'll play Diablo. Fallout is popular. We've got that both on console and the PC, so people can just play Fallout. Any number of the Fallouts. And then the classic fighting games are available on the consoles. Our Saturday nights are hot because we have AV Fight Nights where the crew comes in and they play Smash in competition. Then we've also got the classic fighting games on the arcade systems. And so we can do tournaments, and we have done tournaments where people will play Street Fighter, or they'll play a Japanese version of those games that wasn't available in the United States, may have had different functionality. And so we have that also. The stuff that we, over the last 10 or 15 years have transitioned to online style play, we offer those. And then some of the games that are not truly online, where it's just a solo person adventure game, we have a lot of those too. Magic the Gathering Arena has really stepped up to the plate recently as a more popular game. And part of that is because we have a large Magic the Gathering group that play the cards, and they collect the cards and they play. And so in between rounds of the tournaments that we have on Fridays, they jump on the PCs and they play a round of Arena and then hop off and then get back into their tournament play. Or when they're done with their tournament play, they'll hop on and play the Arena game with people in the store or people all over the world. For tabletop gaming, we have no charge or anything like that. People just come in all day, every day, sit down, and play tabletop gaming. We have dozens of titles that we have our demonstration models of complete games. So if there's a game that someone's interested in and they're not quite sure what it's about, they can take one of our demonstration versions and sit down and play out the game a little bit and spend some time learning before they make the purchase. And there's no cost involved in that, it's just a matter of time. And then as for the PC gaming, again, same type of scenario, just come in to the store and we can sign them up with an account. And there's an hourly fee associated with playing, and then we have discounts for if you decide to buy a 4-hour block or an all-day block, or even we have Battlegroundz team members that are people that have proven that they're both competitive players and family of Battlegroundz, and they can actually sign up for our membership, which is more exclusive. There's a limited number of memberships available. That offers them unlimited gaming privileges of all of the services that we provide. The PC gaming, all-night LAN parties, all that stuff is all inclusive in that. That's also includes team members that go to remote tournaments along with tournaments that we have here. We help facilitate that by sponsoring them at remote locations, whether it's a tabletop or PC-based gaming. We help them so that they can go on travel and basically sponsor them with our shirts and everything else that we can. We have some players that participate in tournaments all over the West Coast, I guess you could say, because we go to Vegas and stuff like that. It's allowed us to be exposed to a larger audience, and people have come in and said, hey, we saw this guy that he participated in and did something that we had never seen before in Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or the Dragon Ball Z tournament, and we just wanted to come check that out. Is that person around? And of course, 9 times out of 10, that individual is in the store, and they strike up a conversation, and they end up teaching them how to play the game and other games and things like that. And so it really helps because they're, like I said, family members. They're informal employees, just in the sense that they help facilitate a better understanding of what we offer. And we have a dozen people that are here almost every single day that will take up the reins and help customers. And we've done a really good job of enabling everyone to be in this environment and feel comfortable with whatever genre of gaming that they're into. And we do have people that will play Magic the Gathering card games. They're big avid collectors, and now they're starting to transition to Magic the Gathering Arena. And then that helps transition to Hearthstone, which is another card-based computer game, or even a little bit of League of Legends. And then at the same time, because we have such a great Magic following, because I'll keep rolling back to my Magic following, because our tabletop Magic group is amazing. They are really good at bringing new people in. We try to always have new starter decks on hand, which are available for free so that someone can take a new starter deck, build a basic Magic deck, and start playing. And so you would think that it would be difficult because everybody's kind of in their own separate cliques, but it seems to work really well. Our retail is the first stage and then the expansion of non-conventional tabletop board, card, and dice adventure games. We have hundreds of titles that are available for purchase retail, and we carry the new style of adventure games, card games, dice games. Of course, I say new style because we are fundamentally a D&D store. So we have lots of Dungeons & Dragons manuals, starter kits. We even have the Stranger Things Dungeons & Dragons startup kit, which is themed off of Stranger Things. We also do Warhammer. We have a small selection of Warhammer items. We always maintain the largest selection that we can of the top 25, the top 50 most popular games according to Game Board Geek. And then popular comic-based adventure and risk-based style games. And now with dice, it seems like every game today has dice. So we literally have thousands and thousands of dice on hand that you can pick up. You can grab through our singles and select colors and stuff that you like specifically, or you can buy pre-packaged Chessex dice kits that are like the classic D&D set, or something more specific like even Magic. People have dice for certain play style in Magic the Gathering. And so not only just the tangible box games, but the accessories, and then also collectible items. Like we have a very rare, one of probably 10 in the world, Silver Surfer that we're kind of famous for having in the front of our store, which is not available for sale. But we have the Thanos that is very rare, and a number of rare collectible items. A lot of times people will come in and they'll just look at, as if it's like a museum, some of the rare and collectible items that we carry. We've been in business for so long that we have some of the best connections in the industry, and we could track down all of those collectible items. And as long as the same thing holds true for games, as long as they're available, even if we don't have it in the store, we can get it very quickly. And so by coming into the store, you can just ask, hey, what's this game about? How does gameplay play out? What's the time frame? And we'll be able to rattle off all that information very quickly. And like I said, some of our long-term guests, they'll be able to say, hey, Saturday, come on down. We'll play a round of this game. We'll teach you the ins and outs of the game, all of the nuances of how the gameplay works, and then you'll go home with it and feel 100% comfortable presenting it to your family and saying, hey, I got this 45 or 90-minute game that's gonna blow your mind. Turn off the TV, let's put down the phone, let's just play this game, and you're not gonna believe how entertaining it is. And that's something that you just can't get that online. There's a whole new genre of media, gaming, the whole world has changed. You start as just, most people are just casual players and they just come in and they play Overwatch or whatever, but then you have people that really become competitive. We have high school students that come in here and play. They play on their high school teams, and then they also play on separate teams that can help facilitate them to gaining scholarships at a number of universities. And they participate in games that directly involve skill, time management, leadership, and they compete in tournaments that we host through the GG Circuit program that we offer in our store. That will help them gain points to and credits to transition to actually college level gaming. And that includes scholarships going to college. And they can choose to do their scholarship exclusively for, esports and compete in the most popular games, or they can do part-time in esports and still transition to programming, computer science, mechanical engineering, electronic engineering. And believe it or not, the skills that you learn in PC gaming transition very well to helping in those types of real-world jobs. On any given night, we'll have 30 people in here just crowding this place up. A team of, say, 4 players playing, or 5 players, depending upon what they're playing, they'll be either sitting next to each other or across the room, and either through headsets or, sometimes it gets loud and they're just ratcheting across the room commands to know where to go and things like that. And the teamwork, the team management skills, and all that stuff really comes out. It seems counterintuitive, but believe it or not, it's not a waste of time to play games at a controlled pace, to learn skills that will benefit long term in someone's life.